All right, response and rebuttal. This dude said there's no such thing as black on black crime. This woman responds, claps back at him. He claps back again. We're going to respond and react to this joint.
Yeah, there's no such thing as black on black crime.
Not true. You do have black on black crime. And I don't understand why it is that when people like you try to disprove or dispel this obvious fact, y'all leave out the word conveniently, leave out the word disproportionately. In America, the black community is killing themselves at least 5 times faster than any other race. Facts. The leading cause of death for young black men in America between the ages of 18 to 35 is homicide.
Hold on, she said facts. I hate when people say facts and then they don't provide the facts. Like, provide the actual data, provide the actual numbers, provide the stats, like the 0.3, 0.567%, whatever the stat is. I just threw out a number. Provide the actual stats. Don't say facts and then go on and keep talking. You need to have actual accurate data and cite your sources. Cite your sources, bruh.
By other black men. Facts, right? And this issue doesn't only exist in America. It exists in other black-dominated countries, for example, Jamaica, where I come from, because of toxic subculture, the toxic subculture that we perpetuate. The more we try to have open, honest discussions, the more we can fix the community.
She did say toxic. I hate the word toxic. But she said toxic subculture, which is true. Like the hip hop community is all about shooting and killing. It's all about degrading our women and stuff like that. It's true. Our subcultures are very toxic. Even the Jamaican culture, you know what I'm saying? Like the music, it's all it's all in the music and hip hop and reggae, and it's all about degrading women. It's all about she is right, but this is also funded by big companies to keep the communities a certain way. I'm not trying to take the accountability away from us being responsible for our own actions. I'm saying when it's so heavily embedded into your community, when these music industries are pumping millions and billions of dollars into artists like this who promote that message to keep the community a certain type of way, because every single community, every single group of people have culture, and every single culture has their own music. And what's the definition of culture? The definition of culture is your set of values that you share with a group of people. Values. Life is all about values. So if I value wearing plaid and I found a group of people who love wearing plaid, that means the same amount to me to someone else is getting money. You see what I'm saying? Money's not the value. Value is how you feel, how much you care about something. You dig what I'm saying? She has a point about the subcultures. Our subcultures are trash right now. It wasn't like that in the 60s and in the 70s. It was I'm black and I'm proud. Now it's on some bullcrap. She is right. The music sound good though, but the subcultures, the meaning and the context behind the message that we're saying to the youth and everything is not really all that good. She's right.
And I realize that you guys don't care who the messenger is, whether it be Candace Owens, that's Republican affiliated, or Coleman Hughes, who isn't. Y'all just hate unpopular truth and facts. It's crazy.
Yeah, but she said Candace Owens. That's the worst person to use. See, the thing I don't like about Candace Owens, I'm not really gonna get into this. I'm gonna get into him because he responded to her. That guy actually responded to her. But Candace Owens is not a good representative because she's always on one side. She's never balanced with her opinions and ideology that she has towards the black community. It's always on the side of what Republican white people think the agenda that they want to push. It's never a balance. It's never like, not from what I've seen. I haven't even consumed her content like that because it's like, man, her stuff is so trash. I don't even consume it. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that it's not balanced. She never says, oh, you got a point. Not from what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? She's always black people this and black people that, and they don't do this and they don't do that. That's all I see with her. Now, this is his response to her right here.
Yeah, there's no such thing as black on black crime.
Not true. You do have black on black crime. And I don't understand why it is that when people like you try to disprove or dispel this obvious fact, y'all leave out the word conveniently, leave out the word disproportionately. In America, the black community is killing them.
I genuinely think you don't understand what I was saying. In 2017, the U.S. Department of Justice did a study where it showed that white people kill other white people at the same rate that black people kill other black people.
Let that sink in.
When someone says white on white crime, it's just crime. To use the term black on black crime is to continue to perpetuate the idea that interracial violence is only specific to the black community, forwardly pushing the idea that black people are more inherently violent. Even though we make up 13.2% of the population, we make up 23.8% of the poverty population, which are over-policed, which is why black people have a right to be concerned about police brutality. You can't sit up in my face and tell me that black-on-black crime is a thing, but white-on-white crime is not. Also, I'm not scared to admit to the truth if it's truthful.
Exactly. And what he's saying is facts. There's no such thing as black-on-black crime because why? The truth of the matter is we have disputes and issues with people that are in our direct vicinity. I'm not going to dispute with somebody that's Chinese over there in California if my neighbors are all black. If I'm black and I live in a black community, who the heck you think I'm going to beef with? The people I interact with it on a daily basis. You're going to have issues. It's just human relationship. It's just human nature. You know, you're not going to, when humans disagree about something, they find different ways to settle their disagreements. Sometimes it's through crime, sometimes through violence, sometimes it's through arguing, sometimes it's through money. You know what I'm saying? Making a deal. It's different ways that people make that people solve their issues. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you have a group of people in one setting, there are going to be disagreements, and when there's disagreements, there is going to be crime. But the thing about it is, the media does not. They don't really portray or they don't really project the numbers of the white on white crime that happens. Just like he said, why don't white people commit crimes against white people at the same rate that black people do? They're a bigger population, so it's more crime that whites commit than blacks. It's just it's the truth. But they're gonna push the narrative. Look, I understand as a black man, I don't understand why they always had this agenda with black people. Are we that special? Are we that amazing that you got like that? The government or I don't know, the powers that be always have to figure out a way to try to keep black people down systematically. Like, what are they scared of with us? What are they scared? What do they fear that if we were actually allowed to be let free and not oppressed or not like held back in some type of way? What do they know about us that we don't know about ourselves? What are they scared of? How special are we that you literally put systems in place like redlining and privatized prisons and pretty much, which is modern day slavery, and all these different types of systems that they put in place on a regular basis, which is if you get assistance from the government, the man can't be in the house, and if they are in the house, then that person can be subject to imprisonment in jail. The mother could be subject to a high fine or imprisonment in jail. Why would you even kick the man out the house? Well, what does that have to do with receiving assistance from the government? You know what I'm saying? That's a whole. We can keep on unpacking. But yeah, there's no such thing as black on black crime. And if it is, then there's a such thing as white on white crime, Chinese on Chinese crime, Latino on Latino crime, whatever. You see what I'm saying? But you can't like it's the same concept as African Americans and then Americans. These niggas that are white, that are Americans, are from freaking Europe. They can trace their ancestors back to Europe, Ireland, Italy, freaking France, Spain. They can like trace their people back to what country they came from in Europe. So what the heck why the heck y'all calling us African Americans? Okay, so if we're African Americans, y'all are European Americans. And if y'all not European Americans, y'all just Americans, then we're not African Americans. We're just Americans as well. We're just Americans. Period.